is the capital city of Northern Ireland? A. Belfast, B. Dublin, C. Cork, or D. Edinburgh? And the correct answer is A. Belfast. A fun fact here, guys, Belfast is Northern Ireland's capital. It was the birthplace of the RMS Titanic, which famously struck an iceberg and sank in 1912. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with the movie Titanic. Next question. What name is given to the day when people play jokes on each other until midday? A. Remembrance Day, B. April's Fool Day, C. Halloween, or D. Valentine's Day? The correct answer is April Fool's Day, B. April Fool's Day, which is celebrated on the 1st of April, is a day when people play jokes on each other until midday. The TV and newspapers, they usually also have stories which are April Fool jokes. And I'm going to add on here social media, all of the platforms will most probably have jokes on that day as well. Next question. Who is the fastest person to have sailed around the world single-handed? A. Dame Kelly Holmes, B. Dame Ellen MacArthur, C. Jane Thorville, or D. Bradley Wiggins? And the correct answer is B. Dame Ellen MacArthur. Dame Ellen MacArthur, born in 1976, is a yachtswoman, and in 2004 she became the fastest person to sail around the world single-handed. Next question. When did the First World War end? A. 9th of November 1918, B. 11th of November 1918, C. 9th of December 1918, or D. 11th of December 1918? And the correct answer is B. 11th of November 1918. The First World War ended at 11 a.m. on the 11th of November 1918 with victory for Britain and its allies. Question number 5. What are Welsh cakes made of? A. Suet, onions and oatmeal, B. Flour, dried fruits and spices, C. Potatoes, vegetables, Yorkshire puddings, or D. Bacon, eggs, sausage, black pudding and potato bread? And the correct answer is B. Flour, dried fruits and spices. Welsh cakes are a traditional Welsh snack made from flour, dried fruits and spices, served either hot or cold, hence the name Welsh cakes. Next question. Where is the London Eye situated? A. On the northern bank of the River Thames, B. On the southern bank of the River Thames, C. On the northern bank of the River Lea, or D. On the southern bank of the River Lea? The correct answer is B. On the southern bank of the River Thames. The London Eye is situated on the southern bank of the River Thames and is a Ferris wheel which is 443 feet tall or 135 meters tall. Next question. What is the relationship between the monarch and the government? A. Approve the government's decisions on government policies. B. Advise, warn, and encourage the government's decisions. C. Advise, encourage, and approve the government's decisions. Or D. Advise and approve the government's decisions. And the correct answer is B. Advise, warn, and encourage the government's decisions. The monarch has regular meetings with the Prime Minister, and the monarch can advise, warn, and encourage, but the decisions on government policies are made by the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Next question. And this is a true or false question or statement, if you will. The UK is a constitutional monarchy. Is this statement true or is the statement false? The UK is a constitutional monarchy. And the correct answer is true. The statement is true. A constitutional monarchy, also known as limited monarchy, parliamentary monarchy, or democratic monarchy, is a form of monarchy in which the monarch exercises their authority in accordance with the constitution and is not alone in making decisions. Next question. What do you need to apply to become a permanent resident or citizen of the UK? This question has two options, so you need to choose two options from the following four options. A. A British driving license. B. To be able to speak and read English. C. A British university degree. Or D. A good understanding of life in the UK. And the correct answers are B. To be able to speak and read English, and D. A good understanding of life in the UK. And I think that this is quite reasonable. To apply to become a permanent resident or a citizen of the United Kingdom, you will need to speak and read English and also have a good understanding of life in the UK. Question number 10. Which British scientist was awarded a Nobel Prize for discovering the structure of the DNA molecule? A. Alan Turing. B. Sir Frank Whittle. C. Sir Christopher Cockerell. Or D. Francis Crick. And the correct answer is D. Francis Crick. The structure of the DNA molecule was discovered in 1953 through work at British universities in London and Cambridge. This discovery contributed to many scientific advances, particularly in medicine and fighting crime. Francis Crick, who was born in 1916 and sadly passed away in 2004, one of those who were awarded the Nobel Prize for this discovery was British. Next question. Who established the Church of England? A. King Charles III. B. The Archbishop of Canterbury. C. Henry VIII. Or D. Elizabeth I. And the correct answer is Henry VIII. To divorce his first wife, Henry VIII needed the approval of the Pope. When the Pope refused the divorce, Henry established the Church of England. In this new church, the king and not the Pope would have the power to appoint bishops and order how people should worship. Next question. When does Lent take place? A. 40 days before Christmas. B. 40 days after Christmas. C. 40 days before Easter. Or D. 40 days after Easter. And the correct answer is C. 40 days before Easter. The 40 days before Easter are known as Lent. It's a time when Christians take time to reflect and prepare for Easter. Next question. Which of the following national galleries is not located in London? A. Tate Britain, B. The National Gallery, C. Tate Modern, or D. The National Museum. And the correct answer is D. The National Museum. The National Museum is in fact located in Cardiff, Wales. Next question. How much can you be fined if you watch TV but you don't have a TV license? A. Up to £500. B. Up to £1,000. C. Up to £2,000. Or D. Up to £3,000. Apologies for the error of the letters. And the correct answer is B. Up to £1,000. You will receive a fine up to £1,000 if you decide to watch TV but you do not have a TV license. Question number 15. How old is the clock at the Houses of Parliament in London, also known as the Big Ben? A. 100 years old. B. 150 years old. C. 200 years old. Or D. 250 years old. And the correct answer is B. 150 years old. Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell of the clock at the House of Parliament in London. The clock is over 150 years old and is a popular tourist attraction. Next question. This one is a true or false question or statement, if you will. The UK was a full member of the European Union but did not use the euro currency. Is this statement true or false? And the correct answer is the statement is true. The UK was a full member of the European Union but didn't use the euro currency. The UK didn't look at adopting the euro as the official currency for the length of its membership of the European Union, and held an opt-out at the euro's creation via the Maastricht Treaty in 1992, wherein the Bank of England would only be a member of the European system of central banks. Next question. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization is a group of European and North American countries that was created with which two purposes? So here you have a two-choice answer. And let's have a look at our options. A. To protect and promote human rights in those countries. B. To help each other if they come under attack. C. To maintain peace between all its members. Or D. To promote free trade among those countries. And the correct answers are B. To help each other if they come under attack, and C. To maintain peace between all its members. NATO is a group of European and North American countries that have agreed to help each other if they come under attack. It also aims to maintain peace between all of its members. Next question. The small claims procedure is used in England and Wales for minor disputes for A. Claims of less than £15,000. B. Claims of less than £5,000. C. Claims of less than £3,500. Or D. Claims of less than £10,000. And the correct answer is D. claims of less than £10,000. This procedure is used for claims which are under £10,000 in England and Wales and £3,000 in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Next question. What name is given to the period in the 18th century when new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed? A. The Enlightenment. B. The Glorious Revolution. C. The Industrial Revolution. Or D. Elizabethan. And the correct answer is A. The Enlightenment. During the 18th century, new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed, and this is often also referred to as the Enlightenment. Question number 20. What is the meaning of Magna Carta? A. The Big Charter. B. The Great Charter. C. The King's Charter. Or D. The Small Charter. And the correct answer is B. The Great Charter. So this is in Latin, Magna Carta. Magna is kind of magnificent, so you would say that is the Great Charter. Carta is similar to a book or stuff like that, so Charter, the Great Charter, Magna Carta. I'm explaining this because maybe it makes it easier for you to remember. The Magna Carta established the idea that even the king was subject to the law. It protected the rights of the nobility and restricted the king's power to collect taxes or to make and change laws. Next question. When did the Wars of the Roses end? A. In 1455, B. in 1462, C. in 1478, or D. in 1485. And the correct answer is D. in 1485. The Wars of the Roses ended with the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485. Next question. Which of the following is the responsibility of the Chancellor of the Exchequer? A. Education. B. Agriculture. C. Economy. Or D. Defense. And the correct answer is C. Economy. The Chancellor of the Exchequer is a senior minister of the Crown within His Majesty's government and head of His Majesty's Treasury. As one of the four great offices of state, the Chancellor is a high-ranking member of the British Cabinet. Next question. In which British university did Isaac Newton study? A. University of Bolton. B. University of Cambridge. C. Cranfield University. Or D. University of Dundee. And the correct answer is B. University of Cambridge. Sir Isaac Newton was an English polymath, active as a mathematician, physicist, astronomer, alchemist, theologian, and author who was described in his time as a natural philosopher, and he studied at Cambridge University. And let's have a look at our last question for today, which is this. Who invaded England after the Romans? A. The Vikings. B. The Anglo-Saxons. C. The Normans. Or D. The Scots. And the correct answer is B. The Anglo-Saxons. The Roman army left Britain in AD 4110 to defend other parts of the Roman Empire and never returned. Britain was again invaded by tribes from Northern Europe, the Jutes, the Angles, and the Saxons. Who were the first people to arrive in Britain in what we call the Stone Age? And let's have a look at our options. A. Farmers. B. Hunter-gatherers. C. Warriors. Or D. Pirates. And I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. The correct answer is B. Hunter-gatherers. The Mesolithic period is known as the Middle Stone Age. Humans were hunter-gatherers and had to catch or find everything that they ate. They moved from place to place in search for food. This is now called a nomadic lifestyle. Next question. When did Britain become permanently separated from the continent by the Channel? A. 10,000 years ago. B. 50,000 years ago. C. 15,000 years ago. Or D. 18,000 years ago. And the correct answer is A. 10,000 years ago. Around 18,000 years ago, the majority of modern-day Britain was covered by an ice age. This period persisted for thousands of years until around 10,000 years ago, after warmer weather brought the icy period to an end. Because of this, the area which is known today as the North Sea and the English Channel were filled with grassy marshland, wooded valleys and swamps, the area being known as Doggerland. This connected Britain with mainland Europe and was over 18,000 square miles or 46,620 square kilometers until a tsunami, a massive tsunami, struck Doggerland, which sunk it, so creating the British island. Next question. This is a true or false question. The Commonwealth has no power over its members and it cannot suspend their membership. So, is this statement true or is it false? And the correct answer is false. The Commonwealth has no power over its members, although it can suspend membership. Next question. Which of the following statements regarding the Black Death is not true? A. 1/3 of the population of England died and a similar proportion in Scotland and Wales. B. It was one of the worst disasters ever to strike Britain. C. It affected children and old people only. Or D. Following the Black Death, there were labor shortages. So which one of these statements is not true? And the correct answer is C. It affected children and old people only. In 1348, a disease, probably a form of plague, came to Britain. This was known as the Black Death. 1/3 of the population of England died, and a similar proportion in Scotland and Wales. This was one of the worst disasters ever to strike Britain. Following the Black Death, the smaller population meant that there was less need to grow cereal crops. There were labor shortages and peasants began to demand higher wages. Question number 5. Who was reigning in England when Wales became formally united with England by the Act for the Government of Wales? A. Henry VIII. B. Henry VII. C. Elizabeth I. Or D. James I. And the correct answer is A. Henry VIII. During the reign of Henry VIII, Wales became formally united with England by the Act of the Government of Wales. Next question. The Elizabethan period is known for the richness of its poetry and drama, especially for the plays and poems of which playwright? A. Alexander Dumas, B. William Shakespeare, C. Charles Dickens, or D. Thomas Hardy? And the correct answer is B. William Shakespeare. The Elizabethan era is the period when Queen Elizabeth I ruled England between 1558 and 1603. This era is often considered the golden age of England because it was a time of great progress, stability, and national pride. England flourished politically and economically. It also began expanding its reach to the New World, solidifying its status as a world power. Protestant England became more unified than ever after the defeat of the Catholic Spanish Armada in 1588. It's also considered one of the most prolific eras of the English Renaissance, which saw an outpouring of poetry and drama, most notably that of William Shakespeare. This era significantly shaped the future of England and culminated in the dawn of the British Empire. Question number 7. Which of the following is not a fundamental principle of British life? A. Tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs. B. The rule of law. C. Autocracy. Or D. Democracy. So which one is not a fundamental principle? And the correct answer is C. Autocracy. The fundamental principles of British life include tolerance of those who have different faiths and beliefs, the rule of law, democracy, individual liberty, and participation in community life. Autocracy is a government in which one person has all the power. There are two main types of autocracy: a monarchy and a dictatorship. In a monarchy, a king or queen rules the country. Next question. Which two of the following are environmental charities? So here you have two correct answers, and let's have a look at our options. A. Crisis. B. The National Trust. C. Friends of the Earth. Or D. PDSA. And the correct answers are B and C, the National Trust and Friends of the Earth. Friends of the Earth is the UK's biggest grassroots network dedicated to protecting people and the planet. The charitable trust is committed to the conservation, protection, and improvement of the environment, promoting sustainable development for the public. The National Trust is a charity and membership organization for heritage conservation in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. On their website, they say that they look after places we love, from houses, buildings, and gardens to the coast and countryside. Next question. Which flag has a diagonal red cross on a white ground? A. The Cross of St. George, patron saint of England. B. The Cross of St. Patrick, patron saint of Ireland. C. The Cross of St. David, patron saint of Wales. Or D. The Cross of St. Andrew, patron saint of Scotland. And the correct answer is B. The Cross of St. Patrick, patron saint of Ireland. On 1st of January 1801, Ireland was united with Great Britain, and it became necessary to have a new national flag in which Ireland was also represented. The Cross of St. Patrick was combined with the Union flag of St. George and St. Andrew to create the Union flag that has been flown ever since. The St. Patrick's Cross remains in the flag, even though today Only Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. Question number 10. Where is the city of Swansea located? A. In England, B. In Scotland, C. In Wales, or D. In the Isle of Man? And the correct answer is C. In Wales. Swansea is a coastal city and the second largest city of Wales. A visit to Swansea is a must, taking the waterfront of Swansea Bay leading to Mumbles and onto the beautiful Gower Peninsula. Your visit would not be complete without trying one of the famous Welsh Italian ice cream parlors. Next question. When is Christmas Eve celebrated? A. On the 24th of December. B. On the 26th of December. C. On the 25th of December. Or D. On the 27th of December. And the correct answer is A. On the 24th of December. Christmas Eve is the evening or the entire day before Christmas Day, the festival commemorating the birth of Jesus. Christmas Day is observed around the world, and Christmas Eve is widely observed as a full or a partial holiday in anticipation of Christmas Day. The word Eve means the day or period of time before an occasion or an event. So Christmas Eve literally means the day before Christmas. Next question. Which British sportsman won 5 consecutive gold medals at the Olympic Games in the rowing category? A. Sir Chris Hoy. B. Christopher Dean. C. Bradley Wiggins. Or D. Sir Steve Redgrave. And the correct answer is D. Sir Steve Redgrave. Sir Steve Redgrave won gold medals in rowing in 5 consecutive Olympic Games, and he is one of Britain's greatest Olympians. Most famous as the winner of the unprecedented 5 gold medals, his accomplishments in the history of British rowing are unequaled. Next question. What is the name of the centerpiece to the Remembrance Day service located in Whitehall, London? A. Cenotaph. B. Stonehenge. C. Grimsby. Or D. Scunthorpe. And the correct answer is A. Cenotaph. The cenotaph in Whitehall is the site of the annual Remembrance Day service, which is attended by the King, politicians, and also foreign ambassadors. Next question. Who was the inventor of the World Wide Web, or WWW? A. Sir Tim Berners-Lee. B. Sir Peter Mansfield. C. Sir Ian Wilmot. Or D. Sir Bernard Lovell. And the correct answer is A. Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, invented the World Wide Web in 1989 whilst he was working at CERN. It was originally conceived and developed to meet the demand for automated information sharing between scientists in universities and institutes around the world. Information was successfully transferred via the web for the first time on 25th of December 1990. So that was a great Christmas gift. Question number 15. This one is a 5-answer choice question. What does the UK offer to its residents or citizens? A. Freedom of belief and religion. B. Freedom of speech. C. Free university tuition fees. D. Freedom from unfair discrimination. E. A right to a fair trial. Or F. A right to join in the election of a government. So you have 5 correct answers here. And the correct answers are A. Freedom of belief and religion. B. Freedom of speech. D. Freedom from unfair discrimination. E. A right to a fair trial. And F. A right to join in the election of a government. So UK does not offer free university tuition fees. The UK is truly multicultural, welcoming people from all over the world with a long history of immigration. This is especially obvious in major cities like London, Manchester, and Edinburgh. There are over 300 languages which are spoken in London alone, which is more than any other city in the world. Next question. When did the Wars of the Roses start? A. In 1388, B. in 1455, C. in 1462, or D. in 1478? And the correct answer is B. in 1455. In 1455, a civil war was begun to decide who should be King of England. It was fought between the supporters of two families, the House of Lancaster and the House of York. This war was called the Wars of the Roses because the symbol of Lancaster was a red rose and the symbol of York was a white rose. Next question. How many members does the Scottish Parliament have? A. 60 members. B. 90 members. C. 120 members. Or D. 129 members. And the correct answer is D. 129 members. There are 129 members of the Scottish Parliament, also known as MSPs, elected by a form of proportional representation, not to be confused with MPs in England. So in Scotland they are called MSPs. What does the term coalition refer to? A. If no political party wins a majority, a new election is held to vote for one of the top two parties only. B. The candidate who gets the most votes is elected. C. If no political party wins a majority, two parties may join and govern together. Or D. If an MP dies or resigns, there will be a fresh election. And the correct answer is C. If no political party wins a majority, two parties may join and govern together. The government is usually formed by the party which wins the majority of constituencies, but if no party wins a majority, two parties, they can join together to form a coalition. Next question. This is another true or false question. So let's see if this statement is true or false. The public can listen to debates in the Palace of Westminster from public galleries in both the House of Commons and the House of Lords. So is this statement true or is it false? And let's have a look. This statement is true. You can visit the public galleries in the House of Commons and also the House of Lords, and you can watch MPs and peers question the government and debate current issues and legislation. UK residents and overseas visitors, they can watch debates in both houses. This is free of charge for all the visitors. The galleries are open to the public from Monday to Thursday and sometimes Friday. You don't need tickets to get to the general debates. However, tickets are required for Prime Minister's questions, and you can also request tickets in advance for ministerial question time. Question number 20. This is another true or false question or statement. Pool and darts are traditional pub games. So is this statement true or is it false? And let's have a look. The statement is true. There are several traditional pub games in the United Kingdom. Darts, bar billiards or skittles, pool, playing cards and dominoes are commonplace in pubs as entertainment for drinkers along with live bands and comedians. Next question. When did the United Kingdom formally leave the European Union? A. On 31st of January 2019. B. On 30th of January 2020. C. On 31st of January 2020. Or D. On 30th of January 2019. And the correct answer is C. On 31st of January 2020. Following a referendum which was on 23rd of June 2016, Brexit officially took place at 11 p.m. on 31st of January 2020. The UK is the only sovereign country to leave the European Union. It was a member state of the EU or its predecessor, the European Communities, since 1st of January 1973. Question number 22. What is the minimum age requirement in the United Kingdom to drink wine or beer with a meal provided you are with someone over 18? A. 14 years old. B. 15 years old. C. 16 years old. Or D. 17 years old. And the correct answer is C. 16 years old. When they are 16, people can drink wine or beer with a meal in a hotel or restaurant, including the eating areas in pubs, as long as the 16-year-olds are with someone over the age of 18. Question number 23. Who is the spiritual leader of the Church of England? A. The Pope. B. The Archbishop of Canterbury. C. Saint Augustine. Or D. Saint Columba. And the correct answer is B. The Archbishop of Canterbury. The church is led by the Archbishops of Canterbury and York and 106 other bishops. They provide guidance and direction to the churches across the country, and they make decisions on the church in society. The Archbishop is the most senior bishop of the church. He fills a unique position in the worldwide Anglican Church as the spiritual leader. Together, they both lead the vision and direction of the Church of England. And we got to our last question for today, which is question number 24. And this is a true or false question or statement, if you will. Civil servants cannot stand for public office. Is this true or is it false? The statement is in fact true. Most citizens of the UK, Ireland, or the Commonwealth, aged 18 or over, they can stand for public office. But there are some exceptions, including members of the armed forces, civil servants, or people found guilty of certain criminal offenses who cannot stand for public office. Which Scottish city is known as the home of golf? A. Dundee, B. Edinburgh, C. Aberdeen, or D. St. Andrews? And our correct answer is D. St. Andrews. So let me just give you a bit of a history here. So let's just say a fun fact. Golf has been played at St. Andrews Links for 600 years. In 1552, Archbishop Hamilton's charter recognized the right of the people of St. Andrews to play golf at the links. It has the oldest course in the world, called the Old Course. Question number 2. Which court deals with the most serious cases of children aged 10 to 17 in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland? A. The High Court, B. The Youth Court, C. The Magistrates Court, or D. The Crown Court? And the correct answer is D. The Crown Court. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, if an accused person is aged between 10 to 17 years old, the case is normally heard in a youth court in front of up to 3 specially trained magistrates or a district judge. The most serious cases will go to the Crown Court. Question number 3. What is the name of the best preserved prehistoric village in Northern Europe and which origin traces back to the Stone Age? A. Maiden, B. Skara Brae, C. Stonehenge, or D. Bayeux? And the correct answer is B. Skara Brae. Skara Brae on Orkney off the north coast of Scotland is the best preserved prehistoric village in Northern Europe and has helped archaeologists to understand more about how people lived near the end of the Stone Age. Question number 4. When was the National Trust founded? A. In 1890, B. In 1895, C. In 1980, or D. In 1910? And the correct answer is B. In 1895. The National Trust is a charity and membership organization for heritage conservation in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. In Scotland, there is the separate and independent National Trust for Scotland. The trust was founded in 1895 by 3 volunteers. Question number 5. After the Black Death, new social classes appeared in England, including owners of large areas of land known as A. Judiciary, B. Gentry, C. Clans, or D. Nobility? And our correct answer is B. Gentry. After the Black Death, the smaller population meant that there was less need to grow cereal crops. There were labor shortages and peasants began to demand higher wages. New social classes appeared, including owners of large areas of land, later called the gentry, and people left the countryside to live in the towns. In the towns, growing wealth led to the development of a strong middle class. Question number 6. Elizabeth I was the younger daughter of which king? A. James I, B. William the Great, C. Henry VII, or D. Henry VIII? And the correct answer is D. Henry VIII. Elizabeth I was Queen of England and Ireland from 17th of November 1558 until her death in 1603. She was the last monarch of the House of Tudor. She was the only surviving child of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, his second wife, who was executed when Elizabeth was only 2 years old. Question number 7. Which one of the following operas was written by Gilbert and Sullivan? A. The Phantom of the Opera, B. The Mikado, C. The Mousetrap, or D. Cats? And the correct answer is B. The Mikado. In the 19th century, Gilbert and Sullivan wrote comic operas, often making fun of popular culture and politics. These operas include HMS Pinafore, The Pirates of Penzance, and The Mikado. Question number 8. Where is Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park located? A. East of Wales, B. West of Wales, C. West of Scotland, or D. East of Scotland? The correct answer is C. West of Scotland. Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park is a national park located in the west of Scotland. It was the first of the two national parks established by the Scottish Parliament in 2002, the second being the Cairngorms National Park. Question number 9. Who is married to the King of the United Kingdom? A. Kate, the Princess of Wales, B. Camilla, the Queen Consort, C. Camilla, the Princess of Wales, or D. Kate, the Queen Consort? And the correct answer is B. Camilla, the Queen Consort. The King of the United Kingdom is married to Camilla, the Queen Consort. A Queen Consort is a woman who married a man who is a king, whereas a queen is a woman who is born to be queen and is head of state and not the wife of a monarch. Question number 10. By what two other names is the Church of England known? A. The Anglican Church, B. The Union Church, C. The Greatest Church, or D. The Episcopal Church? And the correct answers are A and D, the Anglican Church and the Episcopal Church. The official church of the state is the Church of England, called the Anglican Church in other countries and the Episcopal Church in Scotland and the United States. And our next question is the following. Who was the first British Prime Minister? A. Henry Pelham, B. Sir Robert Walpole, C. Admiral Nelson, or D. Oliver Cromwell? The correct answer is B. Sir Robert Walpole. The first man to be British Prime Minister was Sir Robert Walpole, who was Prime Minister from 1721 to 1742. Next question. What day does Lent start? A. On Shrove Tuesday, B. On Ash Wednesday, C. On Easter Monday, or D. On Easter Sunday? And the correct answer is B. On Ash Wednesday. Lent is a significant season in the year for Christians, a time of solemnity and self-reflection. It lasts for just over 6 weeks leading up to Easter. Traditionally, it was a time of fasting from certain foods such as eggs, meat, fish, and fats. Now, however, people, they might just give up a luxury food or an activity like, for example, using social media or drinking alcohol. It's called Lent in English because it's the time of the year when days are lengthening in the northern hemisphere. In most churches, the first day of Lent is Ash Wednesday. Many Christians go to church that day to ask for forgiveness from God for what they have done wrong. In some churches, the priest will take some ash and use it to mark a cross sign on the forehead of each person, hence Ash Wednesday. It's a symbol of their remorse. Question number 13. How old do you need to be to apply for a free TV license? A. Over 65 years old. B. Over 60 years old. C. Over 70 years old. Or D. Over 75 years old. And the correct answer is D. Over 75 years old. People over 75 years of age can apply for a free TV license, and blind people can get a 50% discount. Question number 14. What time do pubs usually open on Sundays in the UK? A. At 10 a.m. B. At 11 a.m. C. At 12 p.m. or D. At 1 p.m. And the correct answer is C. At 12 p.m. Pubs are usually open during the day on weekdays from 11 in the morning and from 12 midday on Sundays. Question number 15. What is the official home of the Prime Minister? A. Buckingham Palace. B. Windsor Castle. C. 10 Downing Street. Or D. 21 Oxford Street. And the correct answer is C. 10 Downing Street. The official home of the Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street in central London near the House of Parliament. He or she also has a country house outside of London which is called Chequers. Next question. When did the Conservative government call a referendum on the UK's membership of the European Union? A. On 23rd of July 2016. B. On 23rd of June 2016. C. On 23rd of June 2015. Or D. On 23rd of July 2015. And let's see which one is our correct answer. Is B. On 23rd of June 2016. Brexit was the withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. Following a referendum on 23rd of June 2016, the withdrawal was finalized at 23 p.m. on 31st of January 2020. The UK is the only sovereign country to have left the European Union. The UK had been a member state of the EU since 1st of January 1973. Following Brexit, the EU law and the Court of Justice of the European Union no longer have primacy over British laws. The European Union Withdrawal Act 2018 retains relevant EU law as domestic law, which the UK can amend or repeal. Question number 17. Which British sportswoman won 2 gold medals for running in the 2004 Olympic Games? A. Dame Ellen MacArthur. B. Jane Torville. C. Dame Kelly Holmes. Or D. Jessica Ennis Hill. And the correct answer is C. Dame Kelly Holmes. Dame Kelly Holmes won 2 gold medals for running in the 2004 Olympic Games. She has held a number of British and European records. Next question. What percentage of the total British population is located in England alone? A. 84%, B. 60%, C. 58%, or D. 79%? And the correct answer is A. 84%. The population is very unequally distributed over the four parts of the UK. England more or less makes up to 84% of the total population, Wales around 5%, Scotland just over 8%, and Northern Ireland less than 3%. Question number 90. What was the population of the UK in 2010? A. Just over 50 million. B. Just over 62 million. C. Just under 50 million. Or D. Just under 60 million. And the correct answer is B. Just over 62 million. The population of the UK was estimated to be 62.8 million in the middle of 2010, which was based on rolling forward the results of the 2001 census. Now, in 2024, the UK population is almost 68 million people, or if you want the precise figure, 67,961,439. Question number 20. Which court deals with cases involving personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract, and divorce in England and Wales? A. The Crown Court. B. The High Court. C. County Courts. Or D. The Sheriff Court? And the correct answer is C. County Courts. County courts deal with a wide range of civil disputes. These include people trying to get back money which is owed to them, cases involving personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract, and divorce. In Scotland, most of these matters are dealt with in the Sheriff Court. Next question. What is the name of the building where the Scottish Parliament members meet? A. Holyrood. B. Senedd. C. Westminster. Or D. Stormont? And the correct answer is A. Holyrood. In Scotland, the elected members, called MSPs, unlike in England MPs, meet in the Scottish Parliament building at Holyrood in Edinburgh. Question number 22. Which flower is associated with England? A. Daffodil. B. Shamrock. C. Rose. Or D. Thistle? And the correct answer is C. Rose. The rose is England's national flower. A Tudor rose is officially used, signifying the unification of the warring parties of the Wars of the Roses under the Tudor dynasty. The red rose represents the House of Lancaster and the white the House of York. Question number 23. Who was Robert Burns? A. A British musician. B. A Scottish poet. C. A Welsh scientist. Or D. An Irish engineer? The correct answer is B. He was a Scottish poet. Known in Scotland as the Bard, Robert Burns was a Scottish poet. And we have finally reached our last question for today's test, which is number 24. In which period did the British film studios flourish? A. In the 1920s. B. In the 1930s. C. In the 1940s. Or D. In the 1950s? And the correct answer is B. In the 1930s. According to Wikipedia, while film production reached an all-time high in 1936, the golden age of British cinema is usually believed to have occurred in the 1940s, during which the directors David Lean, Michael Powell, and Carol Reed produced their most critically acclaimed works. And with this, we got to the end of today's test. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.